everyone, how you doing today, and welcome back to my channel. Now today we're going to be reviewing Black Clover the anime. The whole thing. Well, most of it basically. Black Clover, how I got into Black Clover, right, was actually, I think, how many months before the anime came out? The anime came out in October, right? So I think about May or April? No, April. I got into Black Clover, April 2017, I believe. So I started off reading Black Clover on a whim. I was like, yeah, let's go read some manga. And Shonen Jump has a new a manga that's out, Black Clover. It looks interesting. Let's go give it a read, right? So I started reading it, and I loved it. I ate it up. I ate up Black Clover, man. I was like, damn, I really love this thing. Like, even though I knew it was basically, no offense to Black Clover fans, but I knew it was basically a Naruto clone. Well, not really a Naruto clone. That's harsh to say, actually. But it had a lot of the Naruto skin, if that makes sense. Or the show. Well, actually, no. The Naruto skin, actually. Not the Battle Shonen skin. The Naruto skin. It had a lot of the Naruto skin. Even though it had a lot of that and Fairy Tail. Let me not lie, and Fairy Tail. I did enjoy it a lot. And I was thinking, okay, cool. This would be really awesome as an anime. So I remember, like, I believe they dropped an OVA, like, I can't remember when, but I remember watching that OVA and I'm like, wow, Black Clover, the anime, was actually going to be really, really great. Like, I can't wait for this. This is going to, like, blow my mind and everything. And then Black Clover got announced. I was like, oh my god, like, the anime's announced. Let's go watch the anime. I remember watching the first couple episodes of the anime and I was like, huh. I was like, huh. Like, like, I'm hyped, yeah, and I love it. But, like, I was really like, like, because it really wasn't what I was expecting, let me not lie. It wasn't bad. I was expecting more, let me not lie. In the first couple episodes of Black Clover, I was like, oh wow, like, man. Especially when people were hating on Black Clover, I was like, come on guys, like, it's Black Clover, it's gonna get good. Like, trust me. Man, for a good couple of months, I for a good, like, year or so, I looked like a right mug. I looked like such an idiot. Because Black Clover in the beginning had a rough beginning. We all know this. Like, episode 2 filled in so much of, like, what, like, one chapter, and then the animation and art was, like, kind of poor, and some, actually, no, to be fair, actually, in the beginning, some of it was actually pretty impressive, let me not lie. Like, I remember when Asta did his first use his power. Oh, no, he didn't even use his power. First used the sword in like episode 4 against Boo-ha-ha guy. Basically, I forgot his name, but Boo-ha-ha guy. And that was pretty impressive animation, but, like, other than that, it was here and there. Like, a lot of it was very, like, weird. And I was like, why? Like, how's it going on? How is it like this? Then I saw the studio and I was like, oh, right, that's why. Like, a studio parent, oh, right, like, of course it is, like, that's why. And even though it's kind of harsh to say, because they did Naruto didn't have that many bad, like, times with animation. Like, it was pretty good most of the time, but yeah. Anyway, so enough about that. Let's talk about Black Clover right now. So Black Clover's come a long way. It went through all the hoops. People hated the crap out of it. People trashed it. People put it in the mud. But no, Black Clover rised from the ashes to be one of the most popular anime of all time. And what do I think of Black Clover? I think it's really good. Let me not lie. I do think it's really good. I never once thought Black Clover, in terms of the source material, was trash. I always thought, okay, it's not the most groundbreaking shonen I've ever seen in my life. It's not a My Hero Academia, like, but it's really good. So, okay, cool. Let's go along for the ride. Like, that's basically what Black Clover is. Like, I feel like that's what most people have come to the conclusion of what Black Clover is. Not just the anime, but the manga. People just are like, you know what? Black Clover, it is what it is. Let's go have fun. That's basically what Black Clover is, let me not lie. And that's what the anime does a lot. And that's what I'll give credit, right? The anime does try and have a lot of fun, especially with its action scenes, especially towards the end of this tenure. Like, towards, like, which arc was it? Basically, when Asta, without spoiling anything, in one of the arcs, right, when Asta finally got his first, like, power-up, like, the big power-up that you probably see everywhere, that was when I said, okay, all right, the art was weird, but at least the animation was fire. Like, I could tell these guys are trying to have fun. And that's the thing I don't want to get at the Black Clover team, because I feel like the Black Clover team want to just have fun with Black Clover, make it something crazy, but I don't feel like Studio Parrot is giving them the right time or resources or money to do it. I don't know which one, but yeah, the Black Clover team, they just try to have fun. And especially with that fight scene, that was the first big fight scene, the one where Crunchyroll was like, oh, it's gonna change shonen and everything, which it didn't, but they posted it like 5 times. But anyway, That scene, it was really fire. Like, I really enjoyed it because it was very, very hype, even though the art was questionable. But at least I gave credit because I could tell, like, the Black Clover team wanted to make this anime actually something special. So I was like, fine, fair enough. Like, that's where, from there onwards, I had way more fun with the series. Like, way more. Like, I could tell, like, they were just trying some different crazy things, especially with fight scenes now, especially with arcs. I just had way more fun. But I'm not even going to lie to you. I did get disappointed along the run a lot because there was so, like, there was this one major arc whereby so much was happening, so much. This was basically the big arc before this big arc that's currently happening right now. That arc with, you know, the people who turned out to be who they're not supposed to be, those people, I'm trying not to spoil this thing. That arc, I expected, like, the fights to just be like crazy. Like, there was just round robins of fights. And I was expecting, okay, I want them to just go ham on animation, just here. Obviously, it was wishful thinking from me, but if One Piece can do it right now, I don't see why Black Clover couldn't do it like a year before. But anyway, so they were going, and there were just different fights and fight scenes, and it just dropped the ball so many times, except for a couple of fight scenes where they went balls to the wall crazy good. Like, episode 100 is one of the best episodes. No, it's the best episode of Black Clover to this day. Episode 100 was crazy. I was like, oh my god, Black Clover can really do this? Like, I saw episode 100. This is meant to be a review, but it's basically a ramble. But anyway, I saw episode 100. I thought, man, if Black Clover keeps this consistency, this anime will be crazy. I just said this will be crazy. Like, just keep this consistency. Just leave it like this. Like, this is perfect. Just leave the consistency like this. Obviously, not every episode can be like that. And yet again, wishful thinking for me. But yeah, it dropped the ball afterwards a couple more times, and I was like, oh, we're back to regular Black Clover. Like, that's what Black Clover did a lot to me, unfortunately. Like, it was very, oh man, Black Clover's gonna be, and then, we're back to regular Black Clover. Like, that's basically what it does a lot. But I'll give credit, in the later seasons, they've put more effort in the anime. Not effort. Effort is the wrong word. They put more oomph in the animation. It's not even the art I'm getting at. Even though the art has been poor at times, that's a whole different story for another day. But it was more the animation. I could deal with baddish art as long as the animation is fire. And that's why I liked the Power Up episode. I'm trying my hardest not to spoil this. But anyway, so we move on, and we're seeing more fights go on. We're seeing crisper animation, and now I feel like Black Clover team, they've got it. I think they've got it. Like, it's not perfect, but they've got a good hang of what they're doing right now. Even though there are some times where it still goes back to regular Black Clover, but they've got it in that aspect. So, especially if they go seasonal. If they go seasonal, it's just the best thing. Just the best thing for that anime. That was my ramble about the art and animation. But yeah, it just goes up and down and up and down and up and down, and that's basically how it went for the whole 170 episodes. Well, most of it. Other than that, filler, right? And I'm just getting rid of the negatives right now. Basically, that's what I'm doing. So filler happened, and the thing is, it's not as bad as Filler Toe. Filler Toe, I will not forgive Studio Parrot for that. And what do you call it? Bleach or Bleach is filler. I would not forgive Parrot for that. But Black Clover, yeah, they had filler, and the filler can be a bit annoying, but a lot of the filler, like not a lot, maybe half of the filler is usually to enhance the story, because the thing about Black Clover, the manga, is they do rush through a couple of stuff. Like, they just go straight to stuff, and they'll be like, oh, Asta met this person one time, here he is. Like, that's basically what happens in the manga at times. So I like the fact that they expand on those characters and expand more of a story of that. That's pretty cool. So I respect that. So that's filler. I could be like, all right, okay, I get it. I can get behind this. But the filler when they're doing random stuff, I'm like, come on, man, let's not do this. This is 2021 now. Let's not do this. This was 2020 when this stuff was happening. I was like, this is 2020. Let's not do this. Let's not do this, guys. Negatives aside, let's talk about the positives, because I feel like let's try and end Black Clover on a positive note, right? The characters are fire, and this is what I think Black Clover's strong suit is the characters, because the characters are so strong, and strong as in strongly created. I would say, like, the characters themselves, I love them all, especially the Black Bulls. They all have the crazy personalities, crazy quirks about them. Their backstories are all very interesting. Like, and there's not just the Black Bulls, even other people in the Clover Kingdom. I would say one of my favorites is Maria Leona. Mereon is awesome. Flegoleon is awesome. Like, all the fire guys are basically awesome. The Silver family is awesome. Like, basically all of the characters, they just wrote them. Well, Yuki Tabata wrote them pretty well. So that's the strongest suit of Black Clover in my opinion, are the characters. The magic system is okay. I would say it's better than Fairy Tails, but well, I'm trying to think about Fairy Tails. Yeah, I would say it's a bit better than Fairy Tails, but there are some times where I'm like, okay, I see what you're doing with the magic system, but I feel like you're breaking it a lot. Like, they break the system a lot, and I don't particularly like that, because I'm like, all right, if you have one system, why don't you just go with it? Like, Daihira has quirks, they go with quirks, and not just quirks, basically. There's a way that quirks work, and they just go with it. Hunter x Hunter has Nen, and they just go with it. Don't do a Naruto, whereby Naruto has set rules for jutsu, and they broke the crap out of it. And I'm scared Black Clover is going down that route. I'm really, really scared that they're going down that route, but let's just wait and see. They've already kind of broken it already, but let's just wait and see. So the powers are cool though, to be honest with you. Legit, it's like Fairy Tails magic, but better. It's the exact same pretty much. It's pretty much very, very similar, except no Dragon Slayer magic or stuff like that, but it's pretty much similar. Other than the powers, the fights are actually pretty impressive on paper. Like, on paper, they're actually pretty impressive when you think about it, and with the stuff they're doing, it's really impressive. It was just, in actuality, a lot of the times, it was... No, sorry, okay, not a lot. Half the time is impressive, half the times it's not. So it was very up and down, and that's basically what Black Clover is. The setting is pretty cool. I like the setting. I like the whole themes about there being oppression between the rich and the poor. I do like that, and I like the fact that they explore that a lot. Even though I feel like lately they haven't been exploring it as much, but I can't like get mad at them. I mean, I can get a little disappointed in them, but I can't get mad at them. Like, I do like that theme. I want them to go hammer more of that theme. And to be fair, that Yuki Tabata does keep on bringing up that theme a lot, so I can't really fault them for that, to be honest with you. Other than that, that's pretty much why I like Black Clover, to be honest with you. It's more the characters and the interactions that happen. The plot itself, oh right, I haven't spoken about the plot. The plot is good enough. That's how I describe Black Clover. It's good enough because it really does feel like saga to saga. It's basically kind of like Dragon Ball Z, in my opinion. It's like saga to saga to saga. That's basically what the plot is, not a continuous flowing story, in my opinion. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I don't feel like it's like yet again, a My Hero Academia, which is one flowing story. Even though there's arcs, there's just one story. Or even a Naruto. Naruto, okay, it's not really a saga to saga Naruto. Naruto, there is one story, like it all just flows. Black Clover to me does feel like, all right, we're done with this saga, let's move on to the next saga, new enemies popped up. That's basically how it feels like to me. So in terms of story wise, it's not the strongest, but I don't care, because I'm not really here for the story like that. I'm here for the characters and the fights and to see how they go through it. That's basically, like I said, Black Clover is woo, let's go for the ride. That's basically what the anime is. What do I think about Black Clover? I've gone on and on, right? And I pretty much spent most of the time with the animation and art. I apologize, because that's basically one of the biggest issues or biggest topics of Black Clover. But anyway, I really like Black Clover. I think it's awesome. It had a very rocky beginning, but I feel like they started to find their footing now. And the characters are a lot of fun. The fights are a lot of fun. It's really, really... the music is okay. No, right, I forgot to mention one big thing. The openings are unbelievable. The openings are unbelievable. The openings, this is what annoys me about Black Clover, especially in the beginning. The openings were so fire that I thought the anime was about to be fire every single time. Every time. Like, the openings are so fire. So I'll be like, whoa, this opening's crazy. I can't wait for this arc. And I'll come in and I'll just see the standard Black Clover animation and art, and I'm like, But anyway, yeah, the music of the OST is okay, but the openings are fire. The endings are really good too. So openings, fire. Setting, really good. Characters, fire. Plot, saga to saga, so it's okay. It's all right. Animation and art, it's getting better. So overall, I'm going to give Black Clover, the whole thing, a 7 out of 10. I feel like I might be a little bit too nice, because I was going to give it a 6.5 originally. I was like, all right, it's good, and it's almost really good. But I really did have fun with Black Clover. Let me not lie. I did have fun. I do like the characters. I do like what they're doing. So I can't like get mad at Black Clover or anything. I'll give it a 7. I'll give it a 7. Like, I do love it. Anyway, what do you guys think about Black Clover? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Are you going to watch it? Are you not going to watch it? Let me know in the comment section. I am open to discussion. Thank you very much for watching. Please like this video. Subscribe to my channel for more on pop culture and entertainment. Have a great day. Stay safe. And I will see you soon. All right. Bye.